You press play on the Rewind Guys podcast, the show where we talk about movies. This week it's action, one-liners, and more action. Because we're talking about the 1985 film, Commando. So don't go anywhere.
You're about to engage in a conversation you know or care nothing about.
Welcome back to the Rewind Guys podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Andrews, joined by Mike Andrus.
What's up?
And Russell Andrews. This week, we're talking about the 1985 film Commando. This is an action thriller, rated R. This movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 32 minutes, was released October 4th, 1985, and was filmed here in the U.S. This movie had a budget of $9 million and made $57.5 million in the box office. This movie stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as John Matrix, Ray Dawn Chong as Cindy, Alyssa Milano as Jenny Matrix, and Vernon Wells as Bennett. This was directed by Mark L. Lester.
I thought you said dong.
Did I? Because
I was trying not to laugh, and then he started laughing, and I couldn't help it.
I thought you said Ray Dong Chong.
Did I?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It might have just been wishful thinking.
You have no idea
We
how
got Mark L. Lester, then Mark Molester.
that name is a tongue twister to me. And I've been practicing. Oh my God, I can't even talk. See, it done messed me up. Do you know whose daughter that is? That is a famous Chong's?
Chong from Cheech and Chong?
Yes.
Oh, wait, is it really?
Yes.
Oh.
It's comedian Tommy Chong's daughter. I don't know where she gets the looks from. Apparently her mother.
She must get her acting from him, though, because
it
wasn't very good.
Oh.
Real bad.
No, oh, man.
But it matched the rest of the acting.
This
in
is
the movie,
already
so
starting bad then.
just like the movie.
Well, okay, actually, let's...
I actually liked the intro. This man was just playing GTA.
The intro was okay until the credits of the intro of the movie started.
I didn't mind, like, when he's, just, like, living his life, playing with his daughter, having a great time. I'm like, yeah, this could be a cool movie, It seems all right, kind of cheesy, but okay. And then the chopper showed up. And at that point, I was like, this is lame. Cheese.
Okay.
There is a thick layer of cheese on this one.
That happens with 80s. That's why I like 80s. Okay, let me
Too much cheese.
Let me clarify this for the listeners or viewers that this was my pick, and I purposely picked this because I have been dying for a good, shut your brain off, nonstop, balls to the wall action film, and this is it.
My balls were on the wall.
I'm sure they were. Okay, so let's get the first. Here's the thing I have a question about in the beginning, right? Okay, the movie opens up. Okay, you get this nice driving scene of these two garbage men.
Uh-huh.
And I love how important taking the garbage is to this guy.
Yeah.
This truck was still like 2 miles away, and he is flipping out. He's like, what? Garbage don't come on Tuesday?
I mean, I do that every week, though.
Here.
Do you?
Like, yeah. Sometimes I forget to put it out the night before, so I wake up and I'm like, gotta get the garbage out.
I don't think this
and then
guy.
I'm like,
first of all, this guy had like a bag of garbage, 2 newspapers, and apparently like an ounce of cat litter.
2 bags of garbage, sir.
Whatever, man.
That's so much.
I don't think it would have mattered if he missed the damn garbage. But okay, so he goes to take the garbage out, and this is where we get our first look at where all this budget goes into the visuals. Did you guys notice it? This guy is getting shot to shit, and nothing is happening.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
You didn't see that? I mean, obviously...
there was some blood
I was
spots.
distracted by that man's light bulb-shaped head.
I didn't notice that.
Wait, the guy from the house?
No, the, oh, God, the bald one.
Oh, okay, I got you. He had a
Baldwin?
shaped head.
Baldwin wasn't in this.
Alec Baldwin.
He could have been.
Alec Baldwin.
So stupid. Okay, no, but because when they initially shot him, nothing happens. But then when they show him on the ground, oh yeah, then of course you see the squibs and all this stuff, and it's going, and that's not bad. It's pretty good. Okay, and I do want to say this movie had a budget of $9 million, right?
Okay, in the 80s, that was like $1 billion.
I'm sure it probably was the budget that they were originally working with, because they went over budget. They were trying to do this on $8 million, from what I read, and they went over. And I could see that with all the stunning visuals, they went over, and so it took $9 million. But yeah, so
I'm trying to think what actually cost money in this movie.
all the explosions. If I had to guess,
Schwarzenegger?
yeah, it's probably Arnold Schwarzenegger, all the explosions, and the stunt crew, I imagine. There's a twist right in the beginning, which I'm like...
If it's the twist, I think, it's...
It's like, why bother? It is the shittiest twist. Okay, so when the movie begins, okay, yes, the guy gets wasted by these trash men.
Taking out the trash.
Yeah, and then after that, we get the car salesman, who at first I just thought was a random car salesman, but apparently he wasn't.
Oh, I thought he was just a car salesman.
No, they were all like members of his old squad or whatever.
I've seen this movie 1,000 times, I swear, and I always thought he just killed a random car salesman to get the Cadillac. But I think he was one of the old, like...
Yeah, because they said 3 members are dead.
Yes, and I caught it this time, but I'm like, I never realized
Well,
that.
if they're supposed to be like these tough guys that they send in to take out, the car salesman was terrible. He was just like,
yes!
what are you doing? You can't drive and woo!
Oh, yeah,
Dead.
okay. First of all, yes, they're all terrible. Look at the first guy. He's like this little skinny... I thought he was just some business dude. I thought the car salesman was legitimately a car salesman. And even Bennett, who's like the main bad guy. Oh, God, I fucking hate him.
You mean the Australian Freddie Mercury?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
The guy who's
Yes.
wearing like a crocheted vest.
I know.
I thought it was chainmail for like the first half hour of the movie, and I'm so disappointed it wasn't.
It was weird. And every time I saw him, I just, for some reason, he just looks like Freddie Mercury to me.
Yeah.
I was
Every
just
time.
disappointed every time that I noticed it wasn't chainmail.
Oh man, I can't wait to get to the end of this movie, because first of all, I hate this guy throughout the whole movie, but the end especially, and it's not his
Yeah,
it's not
real
his
bad.
fault. It's not his fault. I think it's directing and story. But I'll elaborate more on that when we get there.
There's something else I want to point out.
What's that?
It's a minor deal, but his old squad mate got hit going like 2 miles an hour by that Cadillac.
Okay, but he was kind of pinched between the car and like the window pane and stuff at first. I don't know. Maybe,
Okay.
Maybe
But Arnold got hit by a car going like 40 later in the movie, and he just stood back up.
Well, it's Arnold,
yeah.
dude. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Should be dead.
Whatever, man.
Should have ended right there.
So, yeah, the car salesman apparently was not just a car salesman. And then we have the last of the 3 that were murdered, and that's the Bennett guy. And this leads us to our twist, which is unveiled or revealed, however you want to say it, 1 minute from this scene. Because he goes out on a boat. He kind of does this look at these guys, who are the guys who are killing all these other people. And he's like, I'm just your average sailor. Wink, wink. He gets on his boat, and then he blows up.
Yeah.
And then, like, a little bit, he comes back in. You thought I was dead? Here I am.
Bennett, I thought you were
Dead? You thought wrong.
You did not... All this shit in the beginning, I think, was kind of, like, unnecessary.
I had no idea that was him on the boat.
Yeah, that was him. Same guy. You just probably just didn't notice him without his awesome vest.
Yeah.
And his fingerless gloves.
That mustache.
Yes.
Did he have the mustache?
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't notice it. The vest makes it stand out, makes it pop.
It's true.
That vest really brings out
It's
your
really
mustache.
fashion forward, and I like it.
Oh man, okay, so yes, now that's the overall intro to this movie, and then we get the title sequence, right?
Yep.
Okay, now we're coming up to about maybe 5 minutes, because it's after this part we hit about the 10-minute mark, and that's when the action starts, and it doesn't stop until the end. Okay, maybe
Questionable.
a little bit exaggerated, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't know. But so this is very cheesy, very corny. It's just showing Arnold and his daughter. They're living in like this secluded wooden area. They feed deer. They go fishing. They They're living life.
When they're feeding the deer, Arnold's like feeding the deer, and she keeps trying to feed it, and he's just like, "No, I'm feeding the fucking deer." And she's like, "Come on, I want to feed." He's like, "No, I'm feeding the deer."
I didn't actually see it, but I want to rewatch that scene just for that.
Let your daughter feed the fucking deer, Arnold.
Dude, I seen that. I'm so glad you caught that because I'm watching it too, and she keeps trying to put her hand over his, and he's just like, feeding.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck off.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
see, that's the difference between Arnold the actor and Arnold. Real Arnold is like, I want to fucking feed this deer.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Oh,
So
man.
I don't care about the role anymore.
And yes,
I'm a
his,
kid.
his daughter, played by Alyssa Milano, who is 12 in this movie. It's her first major film, I believe. And I don't know how you did not know it was her. It looks just like her.
I barely know who Alyssa Milano is.
Oh, well, I guess that's probably your first mistake. but yeah, so all this whole montage
I thought she
of...
looked familiar.
Yeah, she looks the same. She's
Yeah,
like a small version.
I didn't know who it was. I'm like, I know you. Who are
See?
you? So I had to look it up. But once I saw, I was like, okay.
Okay,
that
yeah,
makes sense.
you're saying C to confirm like you're not the only one to a guy who hates movies and television.
See?
Yeah. So, a dude, I don't know, like it's a semi-convincing father and daughter for the most part, but when the credits end and there's that kiss stare, all right, gonna go do stuff. That was awkward. I mean,
That's what they
the
were
whole
thinking
thing was a
too.
bit awkward, but
Yeah.
no, I just thought that one.
I think the first hour and 32 minutes were kind of awkward.
no arguments.
whatever, man. You guys, you just don't even know. I'm gonna hopefully make this work for you guys, and you're gonna find its charm, and you're gonna love it. Okay. So yes.
Maybe.
So okay, because here's the thing, right? This Colonel dude, what's his shit? I didn't write his name down. Colonel.
Oh, God, they say it so
Captain-
many times.
Kirby.
Kirby.
Right?
Wow. Yes. It's something. Captain Kirby, Commander Kirby. Colonel.
Commander.
I don't. Whatever. Yeah. So he shows
Colonel
up.
B.
And
Colonel B?
Colonel B. He shows up and he's like, Matrix, look, you're the best of the best, but your team's getting slaughtered. And
So why did he's like secure the area, and he like sends his soldiers off to go like
yeah.
why?
Well, because Arnold is in danger.
Yeah, but he sends like two wimpy little army dudes to
Yeah.
protect Arnold, who is able to take out like an entire army with like
It's
his
also-
one testicle.
A big
So
fucking
true.
house that has the woods cleared all around it.
Yeah.
You can see the entire house from where they're standing.
And I like how he's there to warn him and protect him with his two military goons. The whole time they're all doing their thing, he still sneaks up on him.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I also like how as the helicopter's like taking off, then it's like everybody gets killed,
Yes.
and the guy in the helicopter has no idea that there's all this machine gun
Helicopters are
fire.
loud.
I
know,
guess, but
I was about to say,
like it's 2 seconds after it takes off.
I kind of thought that, but if you watch it, he is kind of far away. And it is a helicopter. They are loud. That's why they wear all that crap, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a pilot. All right, whatever.
Never been around a real helicopter. I have no idea.
Yeah, they just seem noisy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. All right.
Plus, it seemed convenient that right after drop the soldiers off is when all that stuff started.
I do kind of like that, though. I want to know how many movies, because think about it. Like, you're going into an action movie, and you know after this, shit's going to hit the fan.
Yeah.
So, as an audience member, you're probably like, man, when is this going to start? I think just starting it right then is, like, really blindsiding people, wouldn't you think?
Maybe.
I mean, you know.
Or they were really trying to hit that hour 30 minutes and squeeze it all in there.
And that could be, too. Yeah, I don't know. But this is where the action starts. I mean, it just goes.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even think we hit 10 minutes at this point, and it goes, man. It goes.
Because Arnold smells them coming.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
There are so many things, and this is what makes him best of the best.
Yeah.
This is why Kirby, Colonel B. This is why.
Corby.
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 This is why Colonel B wants him back, because he's like, dude, you could take control of the world if you wanted to. So okay, his daughter is kidnapped because while these people know where he is, they're like armed to the teeth. They know everything about this guy. He can just randomly run off out the back door to his tool shed undetected, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the first thing that annoyed me.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm waiting for it.
He goes to unlock the like secret door to his guns. It was already open.
What was it?
Yeah, it was already fucking open.
Oh, because I thought it was funny that he puts in the passcode.
Yeah.
And it's 1-3.
Who's gonna guess that shit?
It's 2 numbers.
Yes. Okay, if you go to a gun safe like this and you're like, oh damn, you're gonna be like, okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or like maybe some. You're not gonna put a 2-digit code
Mine's
in.
just 7.
But yeah, I did not see the door was open. I'll have to check that out. But I
swear it looked like the door was already open before he started punching in codes.
I just don't like how there's all these guys, because even after they get his daughter, okay, there's like 4 or 5 guys or so, and it's like he just runs out the back door to the tool shed, and it's a real Tremors 3 type situation where it's like there's all this shit going on, but it's like I gotta do this to further the plot, so I'm gonna be okay.
Also,
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's so tough. He could have just like picked up his daughter and then just like fought all the guys with her right there. Why he sent her off all alone was kind of weird, but I don't think it's too unbelievable that he was able to just quickly run out to the shed.
All right.
Because the guys just showed up.
Damn, I didn't think about that though. Why didn't he take his daughter? What a piece of shit.
I don't know. That was just weird.
But
to me.
also, literally, they're taking fire in that first scene. Like the soldier's wounded, and there's bullets hitting all around them. They're hiding from getting shot at. And as soon as he tells his daughter to get up and run away, everything's fine. It's the exact same thing you're talking about. I didn't even realize that until you just started saying it.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. Yeah.
Like the daughter should have been like shot to hell right there. Stood up, just got blasted.
Damn.
Movie's over.
Yeah, well, they can't kill
Whole
her
different
because
movie.
they need her for the leverage, right? Because they're kidnapping her, holding her ransom because what they want Arnold to do, because not only is he best of the best, but he is friends with this dictator dude. Where is this place they're talking about? What are they talking about?
I don't know.
They said, and I'm like,
I don't know.
what?
El Presidente.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just apparently this other country where this guy wants the president or dictator, whatever this guy is,
Well, no,
assassinated.
He was the dictator.
That guy?
Yeah. Wasn't it like it was his country and he wanted to go kill the president that they put in power so he could be the dictator again?
Oh.
Yeah, because I think they took him out of power.
Oh.
Put someone else in, and he's like, I don't like that.
Oh, okay. Okay,
My
okay.
island.
All right, fine. But whatever. The fact of the matter is they want to take this guy out, and Arnold is like BFFs with this guy, apparently. And he's also best of the best, so he can get the job done.
Yeah.
And he wants the guy gone, so this guy can take control of this country again. Great. Fantastic. There's the plot. Here's my problem, man. Bennett, the main bad guy, is the most unintimidating, like, bad guy ever. And I mean,
Is
I know
it the vest?
No, it's not even the vest. It's just like
If it was real chainmail, would you be more scared?
maybe.
I should have.
No, there's just something about like the way he moves, his mannerisms, and even his speak. You know how when we were talking about Bill and Ted Face the Music, you didn't like Louis Armstrong because you could tell like he was trying to be Louis Armstrong. He didn't have that like that natural presence.
Yeah.
That's this guy. The
Yeah,
whole
I can
time
see
I'm
that.
watching him, he is trying to be tough. And I'm not getting it. You know, honestly, the person who I thought felt more threatening, who I'd be intimidated by more, is that little Weasley guy in the suit, Sully.
Yeah.
He really freaked me out.
Yes. Let's fast forward here. They get his daughter. I don't want to fast forward too far because I hate this scene. While this scene kind of comes to its like end before they capture him and they tell him the plot because you know that's what you do. That's what you do. He goes to his car and they pulled out all the wires and brakes and all this shit. And he pushes it down this hill.
Yeah, which I think was a smart move.
Yes, but there's two things about this. About this.
I know where you're going.
Number one, there's definitely a scene where that motherfucker's gonna flip.
Yeah, they should have cut that part out because it's like, he's driving again.
I just missed it, I guess.
I love that.
I mean, he was there was some rough going down that hill.
Oh yeah, if they had pulled back that scene just a little bit or not included that one at all, it would have been much better. But it's like that's a bad scene right there, man. And then
you know what I hated?
What's that?
They literally go, he doesn't have any brakes.
Yes.
Why didn't they just brake?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I thought the same thing. And they're like so concerned and they're like, he's coming down really fast. He doesn't have any brakes. I'm like, yeah, but you fucking have brakes. You can stop.
How
and
do
just
you know
let
they
him
have
pass.
brakes? You're making an assumption.
Okay, this is true.
That's what happened. The new guy on the team, the one guy's like, disable the brakes. And they go out to all their cars. Like, fuck, I didn't mean all the cars.
Still coming, you crazy bastard. He's gonna hit us. Shit!
fucking minivans look pretty badass, dude. The way that thing was going down that hill. Hell
Minivans?
Yeah, dude.
That was not a minivan.
That's a
Like, it was-
Bronco.
Yeah.
Not the Bronco. The getaway car.
Oh, yeah. There was that like a Astro or something?
No, it looked like a Chrysler.
Villager.
Maybe.
Vanabobaduba.
I can't remember what it was. But
Yeah,
I had one.
Chrysler Village.
I had one that looked just like that. And I can't remember its fucking name, but yeah, that thing is like, it's like
Voyager.
Voyager, yes.
That's what it is.
And he's like
Voyager.
drifting
Villager
around these
more.
edges and shit. I'm like, damn, it's so cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So what you're telling me is we need to get a Rewind Guys minivan and mod it out to go drifting with it.
Hell yes.
I'm so down for that.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so okay, this is anyway to finish this off is they capture him. He finds out that Bennett, the bad guy's alive. They take him. They tell him the whole spiel. We need you to kill this guy. Movie moves forward. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you forget the part where he crashes his car, and for some reason, it just bursts into flames and explodes. For no reason at all. It's just like,
Oh no, it's for reason. It's for action, my friend. For action.
Yeah, they pulled all his wires, so his electrical would for sure catch fire.
definitely.
Yes. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. It should not have caught fire because nothing on that vehicle would have been hot. It wouldn't have ignited anything.
It was just a rolling car.
It really was.
There was no point to any of that.
Okay.
Didn't you know in the 80s, just a rolling car was enough to explode?
Yeah.
The plane scene. Okay. Because the squirrely Sully guy who scares me the most, Mr. Rapey, and then the black guy with the crazy hair, they're gonna make sure
He needed more screen time.
that guy. I like that guy.
How
I
did
like
they-
that guy.
They got a hold of Arnold because his car crashed, right?
Yes,
Yeah, there
because
was like
okay.
a really there's like
Horrible
a
fight
fight scene
scene.
where they kind of just surrounded him and eventually just tackled him.
Yeah, which is weird because then later on there's like those 20 policemen on him.
Yeah.
And he just like, ugh, and they just go
He
flying.
hulks out of it.
yeah, no, there's
But then the two army men get him, no problem.
Okay, but those are your standard cops, and these are trained, highly trained henchmen. Okay,
Oh, okay.
yeah, some with very like tedious military training.
They don't know how to use brakes.
Yes, apparently not. I don't know. They missed that course.
The military teaches
Driving.
you. The military
They
teaches
missed
you
the driving.
that the fuck train has no brakes.
Okay, so yeah, so they capture Arnold, and they're like, hey, you have to do what we say, or we're gonna kill your daughter. So they tell him, look, you got to catch this flight to this other country, kill this president, and if you don't, then we're gonna kill your daughter. We're gonna put you on this plane with this guy. The squirrely guy is gonna make sure you guys get on the plane. The black guy is gonna make sure you guys actually get there.
Did they ever give him a name?
I don't think so.
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did. Which is too bad. That was like one of the most like characters with character, I think.
Yeah.
I do kind of like this scene, but I'm definitely calling bullshit of all things to be called bullshit. Because, okay, right? Squirrely guy, make sure they're on the plane. He makes sure the plane takes off, and he's like, I'm out of here, man. So while they're on the plane, Arnold's going to be very sneaky about this. And he's going to take this guy out so he can get off this plane, okay? So I'm looking at the scene, and he does it pretty good. Like, it works, where he's going to cover up with his blanket. He's like, bam! And then he grabs the guy, and he breaks his neck. Sets him back, covers him up, puts his hat over his face. What about the people right across from you in the other aisle? Like there's like this.
Maybe they weren't
people.
watching.
What?
Maybe they were.
That's a big
not paying
commotion,
attention.
man.
Not
Wasn't
really.
the flight attendant like right in front of him when he did it?
I don't know. I
Like
think
there's blocking the view.
there's so much. I mean, like it's weird because I was gonna say there's a whole bunch going on, but there kind of isn't. Everybody's already seated. They're closing the door. They're telling people to buckle up. There's nothing going on.
Everyone's trying to find their seatbelt.
And then, like, I really think that if he does that first initial thing where he elbows the guy and the guy flies back, I feel like people would look over like, oh, man, what just happened? And then you got Arnold putting this guy in a headlock and breaking his neck.
That's
just
true.
bros.
But you see that, you're not going to be like, whoa, dude. You're going to be like, okay, I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
Everything's fine.
yeah, you know what? You're kind
This is okay.
right. 'Cause
I'm just going to get off this plane later and we're going to be great.
You are trapped on a plane with that guy. That's true. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll let that
Yeah,
pass.
he just killed another man in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
That's actually a really good point.
After that, we'll be showing our feature film. Your flight attendants are Susan and Lance, and I'm Vicky. We're here to make your trip as comfortable as possible. Thank you and have a safe and enjoyable flight.
Excuse me, how long is the flight?
We land in Valverde in exactly 11 hours.
Thank you. And do me a favor. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
He finds his way off this plane.
Yeah.
Goes into the cargo
I
hold.
hated it.
Why? I didn't mind it.
Hated
I don't
it.
think he would have lived, but I didn't mind it.
Hated it. I looked it up.
I looked it up.
Taxiing speed is like 35 miles an hour. They
Okay.
should have just had him jump and roll off while it was.
Yeah.
You think
I feel
so?
like Arnold could have handled that. He's a beefcake.
He got hit by a car going like 35. He was fine.
Well, yeah, but if it's only
So-
35 miles an hour, then I guess
So, like,
actually
when the-
dropping into the water in the reeds.
No, that's
See-
taxiing speed. It speeds up to take off.
well, well, it was already speeding up to take off when he was on the wheel.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't know, man. How fast do they have to go to take off? Do you know?
I think they said they usually. So probably like 50-ish.
Oh.
It wasn't that fast. It was. It was.
That's
it
a
was
lot
all
slower than I
knots. It was
thought.
all. It was all knots. So I did.
Oh,
convert
okay.
it.
Yeah, I have no idea then. I don't know. I just watched that, and part of me is thinking like,
Like a double knot? Like a square knot?
I don't know. Wait, is that,
I just killed the podcast. All right.
You really-
Show's over. Go home.
Like the confusion. just pure confusion.
well, you really brought that
Yeah,
down.
whoops.
This guy and his knots over here.
Don knots? Was he
Damn
in
it!
this?
I was just gonna say that. Damn it. Anyway, yeah. So either way, he gets off this plane. This is where we find out how big of a creep
back that though. He
What?
dropped so fucking far.
he really did. I
Like-
don't know.
And the worst part is he didn't even hit the water. He hit the goddamn ground.
I don't know.
I think it was
he's all
supposed to
right.
help the landing though. It's because you had the water and like this.
Yeah, it was like a
reed path.
marsh.
Yeah,
Like a squishy area.
yeah. But man, he landed flat on his back though.
We're gonna drop you 40 feet into a marsh.
Okay, whoa. You gotta
Marshmallow?
wait until I get into my peak physical performance, like Arnold, before we do this.
No,
'Cause
Mr. Seat.
Whoa! A little. At the end was. I like it. I like it.
Whatever, man. Okay, so yes, we gotta make sure the conditions are the same. So when I get there, then we can give it a whirl. Okay, so he's gonna follow Sully now, who is hitting on. She's a pilot or a trainee. What is she? I thought she was a stewardess.
You can't call them that. It's flight attendant.
Thinking the same thing. Really?
Oh, yeah,
Have I been?
you can't say that. That's not PC, bro.
Okay, I thought she was,
a
flight attendant.
There you go.
and apparently she knows her shit about planes and stuff. So I'm assuming she's either
She's flown a Cessna.
Yeah.
Well, she says that she's
only
taking her
trained.
flying lessons.
Oh, okay, and she's only trained on a Cessna. That makes sense. Okay, I didn't.
Why
realize
was she
that.
dressed like a flight attendant then?
I think she was working as one.
Yeah,
wasn't
maybe.
she?
Okay, that
I
makes
thought
that
she
makes
was at the
sense.
airport for her lesson.
So maybe
Oh, well,
she's
I don't know.
Maybe she's a flight attendant who wants to advance in her career, in her field. You know, she wants to
makes
become
sense.
a pilot. Okay, fine, fair enough. Because I was kind of confused by that, and
This is all info you don't get till like an hour later in the movie as well.
yeah, but that's all right. You know, it's action. We don't need
Yeah.
that shit. So this is where Sully's gonna like put the moves on her, and I love this because he's like half her size. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. There's
I
nothing
also,
wrong with that.
I also like how when she's on the phone, he's just like a foot away, staring at her.
I know. He like puts a cigarette in his mouth and he's just like letting it dangle there. He's like watching.
I don't think he was dangling, man. I think he was ready to go.
Oh man, but yeah, and I hate this. I see this shit in movies all the time. Like he's being very like forceful and kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, hey baby, let's do this. And she's like, you're a creep. Get the fuck away from me. And when he's finally shot down, where he knows he doesn't have a chance, he's like, fucking whore. Wouldn't that be the opposite?
No, seems about right.
What? No.
Because whores have sex for money. She
Isn't
didn't
that
want
a hooker?
What's the difference?
I thought whores were just like loose
One's
floozies.
unionized.
Wait, what?
I said one's unionized.
No, I thought whores were just like a slut. Like, hey, I just like want to do anybody, and a hooker was the one who got the
All
money.
right, you know what? I gotta look this up.
These are
You guys
It's gonna be
You
busy
guys
for the next 10
continue.
minutes.
these are the hard hitting facts right here. We
I'm
gotta
gonna
make sure
Google
it's right.
whores real quick.
all right, all
I'll
right.
be back.
All right, that's great. So while he's doing that, let's move on here.
Are you
Arnold,
actually doing that?
Yeah,
yeah, dude, googling the word whore might be
it's good. It's
it
good.
might bring up some things.
Whore, a prostitute.
Oh damn!
So he's like, oh, you're a whore because obviously you'd have sex with me if I gave you money, but since
Well-
I'm not,
But why didn't he just offer and find out?
because he's cheap.
I guess.
He spent all that money on that sweet suit that he was wearing.
Probably true, dude.
What
That
the
guy's
fuck
got some
was that
I
suit?
don't
style.
know.
I like the one he was wearing. Wait, because that's not the one where he was wearing the suspenders and shit, right? I like that one. He's got like some
not
sweet 80s shades and shit. Oh, it's good. It's
Dude,
good.
his pants were up to his nipples. Like,
They were,
They-
and
but I
super big. They're like parachute. It was like a parachute suit. A parachute suit.
that man had no torso and his pants were up really high. He looked so weird.
I think that's 80s style, though, man. I really do.
I need to get me a parachute.
But okay, so Arnold sees that this guy wants this girl, so he's going to use her essentially to help.
Yeah, he's not any better than the other guy, really.
Yeah,
He's doing the same thing.
kind of.
Why did he rip the seat out?
Well, he wanted to sit lower so he'd be undetected.
He didn't sit lower at any point.
Yeah,
Well, he's so big. If he sat in the seat, it'd be
Yeah.
too top heavy and would flip over.
But, okay, but I'm just saying. Look at how much he already sat up without the
Yeah.
seat. Now add the seat, and this guy's gonna be like, "I'm right here. Look at me, sticking out of the car like 8 feet." You know. So he had to get rid of the seat. Which, by the way, obviously, I'm calling bullshit on that. There's no way. I don't care how strong Arnold is. He's not ripping a seat out of a car.
This is kind of a little tiny puny crap car, though. And I also like how, as they're driving down the road, right?
Okay.
Everybody else in the street has regular cars.
Yes.
But the two main people in this scene
Yeah.
have little fancy, like, sporty cars.
That's where the budget went to, my friend.
why? That's just so lame.
Somebody just wanted a Porsche.
Yeah. Dude, okay.
lame.
This, of course, the girl.
Also, the tailing.
Oh
She
yeah.
never used to turn signal. She cut people off. There's
People are
constantly
honking,
horns.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
And he doesn't realize.
No. Well, it's because he's probably listening to like some sweet 80s like new wave in there, man. He's probably blasting it, oblivious to the world outside. He's on his way to the mall, for crying out loud.
Yeah, Toto's Africa came on, and he was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Yes. Oh man, but okay. So this flight attendant, by the way, is Cindy, who is the one played by Ray Dawn Chung. Okay.
I thought it was Chong.
Chong. Damn it! I tried so hard. I don't know why.
Ray Chugs Dong.
I have such a hard time with her name. Okay,
It's just
two
Ray
things.
Chug's song.
One.
Ray Chung Song.
No, I said Ray Chug's dong.
Oh, okay. I thought you just kept changing it.
Two things. One, she's super cute, and two, best actor.
Here she's a whore though.
Her acting was terrible. And
no.
she was okay.
No, no, she's cute, and
yeah, I guess.
she is the best actor. And wait, one of you said it yourself, where the movie itself doesn't have great acting. So I think she's the best of what we
you're
get.
Yeah, I
gonna be
guess
mad
that's
with
true.
what I was. My first thought.
Oh no!
I
What?
literally thought in that car scene that if I didn't have to watch this movie, I would have turned it off as soon as she started talking.
Really? Her character
Was terrible.
No,
One of the worst characters in the movie.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
love
hear me
her.
out. Hear me out. Just the scene where she's in the car yelling at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated it so much.
Why?
Oh, and wait till we get to
don't
the
know.
fight scene later in the hotel when she's talking. Just shut up. Shut up, bitch. Shut
My
up.
God! Wait,
I
you
don't
know
know
what?
what.
Hold on.
She
Wait,
was so annoying
Hold
in
on.
that scene.
I want to try something real quick.
Maybe we're just really
Wait.
sexist.
I want to try something. Wait, shh. Give me just 2 seconds. Take a one breathe. I want to try something.
No.
Wait, ready? So that actor, the actor Cindy, I hated her so much. I think she's
I thought
ugly.
she was the best.
Son of a bitch! I knew it. Damn it!
She was the only part of the movie I wanted to see was scenes that she was
I hate you guys. I knew it.
Did you see that amazing scene in the motel?
in. Yeah. The
She had the best
one-liners.
one-liner, yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck you guys.
I wanted to turn the movie off until she showed up and started
Yeah,
talking.
I can pretty much felt the same way.
Huge erection. Fell in love
Super
immediately.
cute. Yeah.
I hate you guys. So we get to the mall because Sully went there, and so they followed him because Arnold wants her to lure him with her looks because he was all about her. So he wants her to lure him out so he can beat him up. Get
Okay,
the
well,
info.
maybe that's why he brought her along then.
Okay.
Maybe he knew that he was going to use her as a decoy later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, that's what I took from it.
He
Okay.
literally said that.
No, yeah.
Oh, did he say
Yeah.
that? Oh, okay.
I just didn't know
I don't
why
remember that.
he stopped to pick her up after this. I don't know why
Because she was like, jumped out on the road like, hey, stop. Wait for
yeah,
me.
but he could have just later.
And I don't know why she wanted to be involved. After she just a minute ago tried to get him murdered or arrested?
I think it's because she realized, like, oh shit, these guys are shooting at him. They must actually be bad. Well, and then the cop went to shoot him, and she pushed the cop. The cop's like, you better stop. And I'm in on this now.
Let's this small scene though. Here's a problem I have, right? So he tells her, look, my daughter's been kidnapped. He lays on the whole story. I need you to do this for me. After it, I don't care. You can go about your life. But I really need your help. And I think that's why she ended up kind of, I think she felt bad and wanted to help thereafter because she fucked stuff up. But she goes to tell an officer, like, hey, look, this guy kidnapped me because she's freaking out. And I don't blame her. That's fine.
And he tore the fucking seat out of my car.
Yeah.
Who's going to pay for that?
So, I just don't see what happens in the mall that would lead her to realize that what he's saying is true.
He picked up a phone booth.
That's
you're not convinced?
Yeah.
I think she literally mentions that.
Yeah, she's like, you picked up a phone booth. It made me wet. Now I'm going to follow you.
Yeah. The cops. This is what bothers me. Here's the problem with all cops, man. Yeah, oh my God, there's a lot, aren't there? I never even realized.
It's like you're at just a regular 2-story mall.
Should be like, what, 2-3 cops?
Yeah, I was going to say 3 or 4. It was like a high amount.
Yeah, and there's like, what, 20?
Yeah. Like, there's literally 9 of them just sitting on top of him at one point.
Oh, man. Okay, so here's the biggest issue. I have to get this out because it's driving me fucking nuts. Okay. He is she's telling them, like, he kidnapped me. So they're like, okay. And while they're tackling him, you have this guy firing a gun. Sully fires a gun out of the booth, shoots a cop, but all their attention is still on Arnold. And honestly, he hasn't even done anything.
Dude,
it's hearsay.
Did somebody just fire?
It's my chair. I swear to God, dude. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Do it again. Damn it, the microphones aren't picking it up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have him do it again and then actually fire.
But no,
yeah, that is. I didn't notice that, but you're right.
He's like running all the gun. He's shooting people, and everybody's like, "Get the guy in the green shirt." And I'm like,
because he has an accent, he's clearly not American, so he's doing something wrong.
Yes. Okay.
Must be.
All right.
Terrorist.
Oh my God. I want to talk about his accent, but first I want to address the best cop. The best actor, actually, probably this whole movie. The guy.
That was Dong Chung Ray.
Well, I don't know now. No, let's talk about what is it, Mall Cop number 2. I don't know what his credit is. I can't imagine anymore. And it's the one black cop who's talking to the two women.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like, oh yeah, you guys want to see me kick some ass? And I'm like, he just got hired in as this 2-lined extra, and I think he's like, man, I'm gonna act the shit out of this movie, man. And he's just all about it. And then even when he's looking on the guy and he's radioing for backup, and he's like the guy, Caucasian male in his mid-30s, whatever he said, he's like, he is one gigantic motherfucker. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm just like, yes. And that's all you get from this guy. Holy shit, he should have been somebody.
I got a question though.
What?
After he radios in, do you ever see him again?
No,
he's not in the fight or anything.
He should have played the female lead.
Oh my God. He should have played a bigger part, because I swear, dude, he had the best delivery than anybody in this fucking movie.
Would you rather have seen him as the villain?
Maybe, actually. He might have been able to pull it off.
Yeah.
But okay, so they leave the mall, right? They're on this chase after this whole I'm Arnold, I can just fling people around, nothing can stop me scene. Another car chase ensues, and we get to the point where Sully carelessly flips his car. Oh, please tell me you're gonna talk about what I think I want to talk about.
Okay, so I'm annoyed. Arnold's supposedly a trained military expert.
Okay.
He doesn't know how to pit a car.
I wrote that down. Arnold doesn't know pit maneuver.
Yeah.
Which is just odd to me.
I don't know what a pit
maneuver is. Where you go, he literally was set up for it. I thought he was going to do it. You come up and you turn hard into their back wheel and it makes them spin out instantly.
Okay, yeah, no, I've seen that movie. I didn't know that's what that was called. Okay. My thought about this whole scene is he stops in front of the mall to pick up Cindy, whom he no longer needs at this point.
Yeah.
But he stops anyway. He gets her in the car, but now she's in the seatless passenger
she's
side.
Dead.
Yes, because they hit this phone pole really hard, and she's just like, eh. And that's it. And I'm like,
maybe the lap belt was still there, Maybe that wasn't attached to the seat.
So she folds herself in half?
I don't
She's
know,
fine.
man. I don't know. I'm watching this. I'm like, no way.
She's a pilot.
No way.
She's a suitcase at this point.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either, but I just thought maybe I'll throw that in there and see.
Fold
if
it
works.
around the telephone pole. She's a suitcase now.
Oh man, but I'm just like no. And okay, so he gets a hotel key from Sully before he drops him off this cliff, which is great. And I love how effortlessly he is holding this small
He's a
man.
tiny. That's why they picked a tiny man for this.
I mean, there's no look of I'm holding a person who's at least come on, he's small, but he's at least 100+ pounds.
Arnold.
That suit was probably 100 pounds.
That's probably true.
Arnold. They're just trying to emphasize how beefy he is.
That was his weak
Look
arm.
at how easily.
That is the whole movie. This whole movie is just a showcase of I'm Arnold, I am strong. That's it.
Yeah.
No, and it's not even like his natural strength. It's bullshit.
What?
It's just it comes easily.
But he lets Sully go, and he
lied.
gets. He did lie. He did. He was
Lied.
going to kill him last, but he lied.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Major. You did.
I lied.
When I watched this, I don't even know how young I would have been. Probably like mid-teens at most. I love when he pushes his car back down, and as he drives and turns, that side that was all fucked up, perfect again.
Is it?
Yes,
I didn't
it
notice.
is.
I did
yeah.
not notice either. 'Cause
Oh my
it's fucked
God.
up again
Missed
at another
that one.
point.
It is, yeah. But they must have filmed this scene like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen to this car, so let's just film this real quick so we know it's still drivable. So I don't know. But yeah, so I'm watching this, and I was cracking. I was like, yeah, it's a good one. But he gets this. He gets this motel key. This is a pretty shady place. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it looked nice.
Actually, it did look really cool.
What? It's getting mixed reviews here.
It's a shady motel, but apparently I want my house to look like a shady motel, okay? I have my reasons.
So should I book a room or not? I need to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Go to, like, was it Trivago? Is that what? I don't
Trivago, yeah.
Trivago is about trees. I don't know.
Easily Hotel.
Oh,
Hourly rates. Yeah, he gets this motel key and he goes there. He goes to the room. And they're looking for clues when there's a knock on the door. And I think I looked up this character's name and I think it's spelled Cooke.
Cook.
Oh, that's Cook?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Did you think it was Cookie?
You know, before I examined the spelling, I really thought I read cookies. Jerk, thanks. Leave me alone. I was like, is it? At first I thought cookie. I'm looking, I was like, oh no, it's Cooke. I'm like, is it Kooky? Whatever. Whatever. Okay.
Okay.
The original guy in the beginning of this movie.
Yeah.
Who is killing people. He's at the door, so Arnold's like, he turns on the shower. He's like, he rips open one button. Very risque.
Yeah, he's like, show him your boobs.
Yes. This is like the whole thing's a horrible diversion. None of this even had to happen. If she just opened the door to some random girl and he walked in and Arnold was behind the door, I think it all would have went down the same way.
Yeah.
This guy walks in and there's beefcake fight, right?
Yeah, here come the one-liners from the stupid lady.
And them too. Jesus,
yeah.
they're bad.
Yeah. I wrote none of the one-liners down
didn't
because
write
I
them,
think
yeah.
it's the whole script.
Well, I did write down the one, though, that we missed when he was on the plane. And he's like, don't wake up my friend. He's dead tired.
Ooh, knee slapper. I know. I hate that. Of all of them, that one is kind of the worst. That one and the one of the. Oh my God, we'll get there.
Oh, man, yeah.
yeah.
How do I not remember it? I'll see when I get there.
Yeah, if you can remember the end scene at all, you should be able to remember this.
Something from, like, fucking Thomas the Tank Engine and shit.
Yes. Okay, so this fight scene goes down, and okay, so I remember where he throws them through the connecting room doors.
Yeah.
And in this other room, there's some people getting busy because you get a little bit of a boob flash. Very,
Yeah,
very,
for like
very
half
minor.
a second.
Yeah.
Not long enough.
It's enough.
I clearly disagree.
Very different opinions on either side of me right here.
That's why you're here. You got to be the referee.
Not enough.
I even watched this twice within this last week, and it wasn't until the second time I realized they had a camcorder on a tripod.
Yeah.
Were they filming the outside of the blanket? They were completely under it. Like
this guy just like souvenirs.
Just watching the sheets move.
he's not recording it for video sales. He needs a memento, right?
So what I noticed was why was the guy on bottom facing the wrong way?
Getting pegged.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, man. Don't kink shame.
Yeah, it's like, what is it, like the male version of reverse cowgirl or something? How's this working?
I don't think so.
How was the position again?
The dude was on his knees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not what I took the first time you said that.
I don't know if it's just because it was such a quick scene that it was like, oh, they flipped over to, when everything went down, or if like he was getting pegged up in there.
You obviously got more than I did, because like I didn't get that much at all. Especially when you explained it, I thought maybe you paused and you're like, okay, wait, now if he's right here.
No, I wanted to hear her dumb line, so I clicked the 30 seconds back button, so I happened to see it twice.
He hit that 30 seconds.
He
back.
went over to his to the blackboard in his room. He's like, he's here. He's there.
He's
over
like
here.
Connecting the yarn and like pins and
What
shit.
the hell did she say again?
Oh, I don't know. She's like, look at this macho shit or something. And she's like, they eat too much red meat.
Oh, yeah.
Who's he talking to?
Herself.
The guys,
herself.
What the fuck is happening?
There was so many bad one-liners.
You know,
in, like,
it's
those scenes. It was just
bad.
It's how she copes with the situation. It's her nerves.
You know what's worse?
It's her nerves.
Is that guy who killed everyone in the beginning completely ruined his character here?
Oh, why?
His one-liner was so bad. Like he had like that, silent stoic type vibe to him,
Yeah.
and then he just ruins it with a cheesy, horrible one-liner.
What did he say?
He said
I
something
can't
about like something about him being a green beret.
Yeah, this green braid's gonna like
Kick your ass or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
it's not like
something
kicking
like
his ass and then some dumb pun.
Well, no, because Arnold, I thought, came back with the pun. He's like, or not so much a pun, but like the stupid, I eat green berets for breakfast or whatever. And it's just
Which
like,
was dubbed in.
Was it? I didn't even pay
Yeah.
attention.
I'm also picturing somebody eating like a whole bunch of green hats for breakfast.
Oh my God, green berets!
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be such a funny cereal. Oh man, that's so good. I didn't even pick that
Once
up.
again, turn off the camera. We got to go make this.
Yeah,
That's all this
the
product.
box has like Arnold on it, and it has like the little speech bubble that says "I eat green berets for breakfast."
Oh my God, I gotta Photoshop this. Okay, let's. Obviously, the scene goes down with him winning. They search the hotel and the car for clues, and they do find some.
Yeah.
But I want to get sidetracked because I kind of pushed past something I wanted to talk about. Mike was bringing it up earlier before you showed up, and I talked to you about it before. I'm sorry, I know Arnold is Austrian, and this is his accent, but I don't. I have been instilled with this thought that this. Okay, he doesn't sound Austrian. Austrians sound like the Terminator. Right? That's no joke, because
So what you mean to say is that they were normal, because they're not normal now.
yes.
And then once that movie came out, then they all adopted that accent.
Yes, because the problem is when I see Arnold in any other movie, I have such a hard time taking him serious because all I hear is the fucking Terminator. It's just I can't take him serious because he has such a thick Arnold accent.
And a thick Arnold body.
Yeah, so really thick Arnold body, and we get a really good look at it at the end.
Why did we get such a good look at it?
Oh no!
Like,
Why couldn't we get a better look at it?
It's for the ladies, man. You have to appease the lady audience.
dude, there was literally no reason for him to be.
I can think of at least one reason.
Well, because
that ass.
You know when you're. Yes. No, I assume. And maybe as a first-time watcher, you might think the same thing, that he's stripping down to his little swimmers to eventually get into the water. He doesn't want to get his outfit wet or whatever, uniform.
See, I thought that, and I was like, okay, I can understand it. Till he literally rode the boat up onto the shore. He barely got his toes wet.
Yeah, he rode so hard, he goes up there. And I'm like, oh, well, that was kind of dumb. But we'll get to that because there's something else I want to elaborate on that. But anyway, yes, I have a hard time taking Arnold serious. The only movies I can really, really, truly get behind, 100%, is Terminator, obviously, Conan the Barbarian, and Predator. I don't know why he gets a pass for Predator, but he just does. I don't know, it just
Why
works.
does Terminator get a pass? Why would a robot from the future have an Austrian accent?
I don't know, because I think Austrian accents are like...
Futuristic.
Yes! I kind of...
I don't see that.
It works for me, man. Like, I think that if I were to ever run into
In the
like an
future.
Austrian, I'd be like, oh my God, is this guy a machine? I don't know. But anyway, so
I just want
yes.
to see like your imagining of the future. Everyone's speaking with that accent.
Oh man, I don't future. I don't know. It's okay. Yes, I just have a problem. I had to address that. Okay, so they go to this warehouse because this is where he learns. This is where he learns where his daughter apparently is being held captive on this island somewhere.
I like how they tried
And-
to make him look smart.
Yeah, and I really
Yes.
like how just that invoice for fuel for that plane or whatever
Yes.
gives that woman all of the information that she needs to pinpoint this island that the girl's on.
Yes. That is,
Which is just
the exact
amazing.
amount of gas to fly X amount of miles at a speed of approximately.
What she didn't say was while she's learning how to fly, she's also simultaneously taking detective classes.
Yes. Yes. I
Didn't
think so.
Arnold point out the island?
Yeah, he's all like,
But I mean, like, she's obviously like, oh, this-
longitude,
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed, seemed a little far fetched.
carry the two. I don't know. Carry the dude.
I love the accent that you're doing. It's
Dude,
spot.
it's not at all. Dude, I can't do it at all. I'm sorry.
That's the reason I haven't tried.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. Anyway, but yeah, so they go here, and the only notable part about this is yes, she is apparently really intelligent. He finds out where she's located, but I just want to point out how he just almost effortlessly rips off the chain and the lock. No!
Dude, it's Arnold.
I don't give a shit who it is. I don't think there's a human being who can rip apart a chain.
He also tears the corrugated metal siding off the building with the one hand.
When the hell was this?
Literally like 2 seconds later.
Oh, I must have missed it. I didn't see that at all.
You guys are missing the point.
What is the point?
It's the fucking Terminator. Okay?
He's terminating.
He's well, you're kind of right because that's all I'm looking at in this movie is it's the Terminator. Okay, great. This
Okay, great.
Okay, great. This
You know
movie,
what?
let's go.
Good enough for me.
Yeah. I think this is like for any action nut, this is the scene, right? Where he's gonna break into this surplus store, conveniently with the bulldozer right outside that I guess he hotwires or something. He crashes in and they're just loading up, man.
Yeah, there's no alarm on this place with guns and ammo.
Clearly there was like asylum or something. The police
because
showed up.
I was gonna argue about that, and the police do show up, so I kind of thought the same
Well,
thing.
I mean, I think they should when there's a dude in the middle of the night, everything's quiet. He just casually bulldozes into a building and just starts taking stuff.
That's true. That is true. What I don't understand is there are quite a few police cars, and they obviously captured Arnold, but they didn't
You didn't
notice.
smell him coming?
Yeah, I know, but he didn't. The police didn't notice the gigantic baby blue Cadillac loaded with guns and shit outside
Just
where
across the street.
Cindy was.
Nothing to
No,
do
it was
with
in the
it.
parking lot. I thought.
Nothing to do with
Yeah, but they
Plausible deniability.
were
Yeah.
obviously concerned with the big muscular guy
Yeah.
with all the guns inside, and they're not paying attention to the Cadillac. This is the 80s. Everybody had a Cadillac.
I
Right?
guess.
I think.
I guess. It just
This is before my
it just
time. Makes
seems
sense
like
to me.
they do a little bit more investigatory research.
No.
Besides, they're cops.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess. I don't know.
kinda
So this just fuck it. Okay, right. They pack up. It's like, hey, paperwork and everything's done. Let's just get out of here. They throw Arnold on the back of this police van and they ride
Police
off.
van. It's
Right.
like a painted fucking
Cube truck or
FedEx
something?
truck, Yeah.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a police van in this movie. Okay.
The UPS guy shows up. They're like, "Can we borrow your truck?"
Yes. Put this magnet on there. It says police.
Rattle can.
And I was
paint.
actually,
Yeah.
I was waiting for him because at one point he looks through that metal grate
Yeah.
to where they're driving, and I thought he was just gonna punch through it or something and take him out because it's like this thin
Yeah.
metal, and he's doing all this other stuff like ripping chains open and
Yes!
stuff. I don't know why he just didn't boop.
I thought he just kicked the doors off or something.
Yes, thank you. It seems like he would have been able to. He could have just been like,
Was he even cuffed
I
or
don't think so.
anything?
I don't
they just
think so.
throw this guy back there, and he's like, "All right, I guess I'll just go along with you guys."
This is the 80s. Protocol was way different.
It's true.
Okay. So,
Well, they weren't bad guys.
what?
The cops, he didn't want to kill them or beat them up because they
Well,
weren't bad guys.
all right, but he didn't have to kill him. Like you said, he could have easily just kicked those damn... All the stuff he's done in this movie, he ripped a chain apart with his bare hands. I think he could kick open this door.
I also like how every time there's a problem with the movie, we just say, well, it's the 80s.
That's because
Yes.
all the world's problems came from the 80s.
Yeah, and to reiterate this, I did pick this for a shut your brain off action movie. Okay, I just throwing that out there,
I think this is a shut the TV off action.
Oh man,
Personally.
Okay,
But,
so Cindy is gonna get him out of this mess. I like this scene. I'm sorry, I love this scene so much. Because she clearly, as she stated later, she read the instructions on how to use this. What is this thing?
rocket launcher.
It's a M202 Flash.
Yeah, for me, it's like a 4-barrel rocket launcher. That's
Well,
how
he just calls it a rocket launcher. Mike's over here like, oh, I actually have one in my pocket.
I looked it up.
Let me demonstrate.
It's basically a napalm launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. And I like when she goes to use it. Like the cops are driving off, and the one cop's like, "Whoa, I think she's gonna show me something."
They once again assume she's some sort of prostitute.
Yeah. What is with the
her-
80s?
she has a couple buttons undone, so obviously she's easy.
Well, just because a lady is easy doesn't make her a prostitute.
It's the 80s.
Could just be a normal everyday slut. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, so I like when the
Free
van
of charge.
Yes, it's a freebie. When the van drives off, she goes to shoot it, it launches backwards.
Yeah.
It's just like, and she's like, oops. And she switches it around and shoots again. And this time, of course, the police are freaking out. Whatever happens to the police? Doesn't the car just like kind of flip over and Arnold just walks? I was like, all right, it's like out of
on
here.
its side on fire, and it's never spoken of again.
Oh, okay.
I also think it's interesting that she doesn't really know what's going to happen when she shoots this thing.
Yeah.
At that. She's just like, he might blow up, I might kill everybody and be a murderer and go to prison forever, but I'm going to risk this and I'm just going
That's
to
why I had to look it up, because I was like,
blow this thing up.
It's like, I've never seen one of these things before. Like, wouldn't that actually fire a rocket? And it's like,
I don't know.
Doesn't really.
Rockets explode!
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, wouldn't she have just obliterated him?
Yeah,
But,
I feel
guess-
like I would have not. I mean, I don't know. When he's getting all those guns,
yes.
what is he going to do with like 30 guns?
You know,
How many guns can you shoot at once?
this is what I
Did
think's
you
kind
see
of
that
funny.
when he never reloaded? He just tossed the guns aside and switched
yeah,
guns?
I mean,
He never
that's
even took that many,
fine,
though.
But
No. He took a lot from the store, but when he went into combat, he had like 5 guns.
He was just
Still.
stockpiling for at home. He's like,
I think
he's
he
like,
needs 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Why does he need that many? This is
He should have
weird.
had 2
This is
guns and a
odd.
lot of ammo and not a bunch of guns. It seems like that many guns is going to weigh you down.
Just strange.
yeah.
What? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's get
I
back
don't
to the
know.
seaplane, okay?
He knows what he's talking about with seaplanes.
Yes. I don't want to talk about guns. Let's talk about planes.
I do like this because like she's like it's almost like in a sense showcasing technology a little bit, sort of, because I like when she's like she can't figure it out. She's like, this is older than I am. There's like no digital readouts. And I'm like, I thought that was kind of funny. I'm sorry. Whatever, man. Fuck off. Anyway, so
Sorry. I grew up in a digital age.
that's true. The planes,
Digital.
all the planes I flew had gauges. I'm sorry. Just saying.
I mean,
Sorry, guys. Whatever.
broke ass planes you flying.
I don't.
You had to get out and like manually spin the propeller to get it going.
Yeah. No, my plane had one of those like cranks like in the Model T Fords.
I don't think they had those.
I don't think so.
He's just
either.
inside turning it to spin the propeller on the outside.
Yes.
Pedal. Let's get back to the movie now.
How did plane jokes go over your head?
I don't know.
We're just literally making jokes about planes. I don't know. It's
I
just
don't,
weird.
Great. Okay.
Let's get back to it.
Fantastic. Back to the show. This was really surprising to me.
Playing jokes over your head. I get it. I get it now. I get it. It took me a minute.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
This isn't a plane. This is a canoe with wings.
Well, then get in and start paddling.
Oh.
Okay, no. Here's what I want to say. This cracks me up. I get it's an action movie. It is a movie. It's meant to be theatrical and dramatic and all this stuff. But time is of the essence. And he strips for no real reason other than, hey, I'm Arnold, check out my bod. He rows his boat ashore.
Yeah.
He gears up in the slowest fashion. Shoot. You know, all this shit.
I wish those had been the sound effects.
Oh, that was actually a big complaint I had with this movie.
Why?
And I don't think it's really. I think it's just something annoying.
Okay, what?
Is 80s sound effects are always so over the top.
Yes.
Like, perfect example is the hotel scene when they went to leave. They back out and pull out at normal speed. But the car is like revving it at 10,000 RPM. The tires squeal as they go away. Like everything's so over the top and it sounds terrible.
It is
And they're
true.
going 3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
they're like going like idle speed. It's like
Yeah.
just got a bad timing belt or whatever the hell it is, serpentine belt.
To be fair, in my van though, when I like take off and I'm going like 10, it's like. So maybe it's just a shitty vehicle.
Oh man.
When was your van made?
92.
Oh,
Did you see that car?
Little
There's no
newer.
way that car was a piece of shit, man.
Yeah,
That was a
well.
nice car. Maybe. who
I mean, it
knows?
was a Cadillac. So.
Okay. Okay.
Not quality.
Sorry,
All
I just
right.
had to bitch about the sound effects.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Let's get back to a slow gearing up scene because the last part of it all is he puts on his makeup. He's got to put on his makeup. Got to look good, man. Got to look good.
Can't be seen outside the house without it.
No. If you don't have black stripes, you're going to be noticed. And then he stands there for a second before slowly.
Yeah, he has got to do
It's heavy.
put the gun on your shoulder, whatever.
And he stands. Yes.
Walk to the camera.
Yes, that was the money shot for this film, man. And I'm cracking up because I'm like, dude, you have like seconds. You have seconds to get your daughter.
Oh yeah, I thought his whole plan was to get to this island before the body was found and his time was up.
Yes.
I didn't realize he was going to get there like and run out of time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I'm actually kind of glad he did run out of time because he was doing an awful lot of shit in 11 hours.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
another thing. He made it out of the airport in like just under an hour. He did all that in under an hour.
Okay,
And
yeah.
there's a scene where they're going to get on the plane. All three of them just walk through the metal detector
Oh,
without
yeah.
even slowing down. The guards don't even stop them at all. It's like,
It's
God.
the 80s. The
I was-
metal detector didn't go
Yeah.
off.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, God,
Oh.
look how different that is from
Oh,
nowadays.
yeah.
Like, imagine going through a metal detector without getting stopped and like,
Yes.
your butthole.
Oh, that's the thing.
I would hate that.
This movie would
Not happening.
this movie would be so different now because obviously it would take 11 hours just to get on the plane.
Yeah, like,
And not
Plus,
only that,
he's foreign, so they'd have to like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
hold on.
yeah, random. Just this is just
Completely random.
Completely random. Sorry, guy. We're just gonna take you aside for a second. But another thing too is when in the beginning when that squirrely Sully guy needed to make a phone call, that would not have been an issue. He would have just
Yeah.
like whipped out his cell phone
Yep.
and made a call.
Oh yeah, because he's like, give me your quarter or
Yes.
something. He's like, I gotta get over to the phone.
Yeah, exactly. So like a lot of
Stupid
things would be-
80s people.
I know.
Get a phone, idiot.
Yes.
cell phones existed then.
Yeah, but they were expensive, and he's spending all his money on suits.
Passports, apparently.
Suits and passports. Yes. Okay, let's get back to the island. Okay.
Do we have to?
Yes. Man, this is where I'm thinking I want somebody who's really trained as a Marine or Green Beret or Special Forces or something or other to watch this. Because this, in a couple other scenes, actually, I forgot to mention these types of things. There's no way this guy's highly trained. I'm watching half the shit he's doing. I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, even going back to where they were at the warehouse when he found the island on that map,
Yep.
he's like, military crawling, where there's people everywhere. Nobody's seen him fucking snake around on the ground like a moron.
Yeah, because he's so good at it. You're like,
Whatever.
he's not trained. Nobody saw him sneaking around.
I know.
That is being trained.
Giant of a man just crawls around on the floor, invisible.
I know, seriously. But that's what I'm saying. They're practically walking on this guy.
What
And
you
it's like,
don't know is if you saw it from their perspective, he painted his back to look exactly like the floor from that angle. So when they look, they're like,
oh man, I don't
Seems
know.
normal.
But yes, I'm watching this whole gunfight scene going on. He's setting up explosives and
Oh, I hated the claymores.
oh dude, did you guys like those explosions?
Why did they show them so many times?
yeah, the explosions were like the buildings are obviously just like boards on sticks. And then all of the guys exploding, you can see the sticks holding up the dummies. They're like,
Dude, I have that written down. I have static soldiers and paper buildings. That's what it
yeah.
was.
Oh my God. You could see all the sticks holding up all the little fake people.
It was
And they-
so bad.
Showed it so many times.
Yes, from every
Yeah, but I
angle.
think
Yeah.
that's like a classic action movie thing to show the explosion again and again and again
Yeah.
and again and again.
You know,
and
but
again, and again.
if they just didn't focus on showing you the entire explosion from start to finish, it might not look that bad. If like they cut to it on a tighter shot where you could hide the fact that people are standing there for like a few seconds, you know, it might not look so bad. You know, I don't know. But I love that.
They were so floppy and fake.
Okay, here's the deal, right? Alyssa Milano, in the meantime, escapes her room, and she's like in the basement of this weird building, right? Okay. And Arnold eventually takes down all these soldiers, and the only notable part of this scene I want to say.
Terrible one-liner here.
Oh,
what? What one?
As what was his what's mustache chainmail's name?
Bennett.
As Bennett's walking down the hall, one of the soldiers go, it's like, yeah, cutting a little girl's neck is like cutting through butter. And it's the fuck are you on about?
Yeah, that was really awkward.
And then, because you got that.
Bennett calls him out on it, though.
Yeah. You got that guy who's trying to act tough, but then you got Bennett who's also trying to act tough. And it's like, you come off the same way, dude. He's just like, I love your little pissant soldiers trying to talk tough. And I'm just like, oh, I hate you. I hate you. Anyway, so yes, he discovers Alyssa Milano is gone and hightails it after her. Okay.
The slight look of panic when he realizes she's gone.
Yeah.
Is actually pretty good. I like that.
Well, because here's the thing. He said it himself. He fears Matrix? It is Matrix.
Fears the Matrix. You gotta do that movie. That's a good movie.
He fears the Matrix, all right? So
he took the blue pill.
Yes.
He's like, I don't want to know.
And so he's flipping out because he's losing his leverage here. That's all he's got. And Arnold takes out apparently all the rest of this massive army. And the only notable scene of this is I love when he throws, and it's so quick. When he throws the saw blade. It's like, and it takes off that guy's chunk of his head.
Scalps him.
Oh, so good. It's like literally, in my opinion, the best effect and best shot, and it is literally half a second.
Yeah, they should have
caught me real off guard.
Yeah.
I think it caught him off guard too.
Yeah. Yes.
They should have had it so he goes in there and there was like a stack of saw blades.
Yeah.
And then like he goes through and like takes out like 10 or 20 guys with them, because that would have been pretty neat.
Let's get to the basement final fight scene. Oh my God, I love this. It is so awful.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's putting me to sleep.
Wait, though. Don't forget.
Oh, what do you got?
When the two goons are coming after him and he turns and he doesn't just throw a knife at them. He throws two knives.
Yeah.
Simultaneously hitting two separate targets and killing them.
Yeah.
That is sick.
Yeah. Best of the best. Yeah. Dude, that's why.
What the fuck?
That's why Colonel B. That's why Colonel B wants him back. Dude,
So
he is sick.
I love the effects on the knife throws.
Oh.
How it's like he does the throw, and then it cuts to them just holding the knives in their spot they're supposed to be.
It's very common in especially older 80s and 90s movies where
I actually really like that. I thought it was funny.
It's either a cut to them already being there, or it's a fake follow where it happens so fast you're not really following anything.
Yeah.
And then it just goes and they already have it in them or something, you know. So, but yeah, no,
You can put it in me.
yes. I guess.
Yes.
I will allow it.
You're like, I want that for you.
That was a really eager yes.
I support you.
Yes. Whatever. Anyway, no, the final fight scene. This is the shit that kills me. You have
Actually, it's the shit that kills Bennett.
First he finds Alyssa Milano. But before he can get to her, Bennett has her, and he's got her held hostage. And he's like, look.
This started funny, and I'm mad that it went so bad.
It didn't start funny at all. It started awful, where he's like, look, you don't put the gun down.
No. Before that.
Why?
Before that.
What?
When, so he catches him, he shoots. Yeah, Arnold actually gets hit and wounded.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And he's like, you're down to one arm. Oh, how about you just stick your head out?
Yes. No. I forgot he got hit. He did. He got hit. And he's like, look, you don't be, I don't want to call him like a chicken shit or something like that. I don't know, some 80s something. And he's like, fight me like a man. put down the gun. Let's do this. You know, like kind of like mano y mano or whatever. And like they're gonna go at each other with knives. And this is what I hate.
Just creams his pants as soon as.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I know.
What the fuck was that face?
He just gets this weird fucking braingasm. Yeah. And he's just like, yes. He's just like all about this shit.
That was like a perfect impression.
But he's like so about this. But this is so stupid. You have Arnold, who this whole movie has showcased. He's massive and he's big and he's strong.
And that's what Bennett likes.
But
he's wearing a mesh like muscle shirt thing.
But what
you know what he wants.
Either.
But what I'm saying is this fucking average Joe Bennett with a beer gut that's trying to be hidden under this bulky like mesh
is that
shirt.
What the fake chainmail is for?
Because if you look at his belt kind of flops his shirt over a little bit, and I think it's trying to hide his gut. But even if he doesn't have one, they're playing it like they are equals.
They are?
No. Could you picture Bennett's character ripping apart chains and carrying fucking trees and shit?
Maybe he has like technique that will balance out Arnold's just, brute
steroids
force. Yeah, you know?
Man, I don't know. I'm just like watching this and like he's getting a bunch in on Bennett. Bennett's getting a bunch in on him. And I was like, this is so dumb. This is like this. No, this should not be a fair fight, man.
The choreography in most of the fights also was so like clunky and bad.
Yeah, that I was about to say. I really dislike typical American action movies because everything in a fight scene is slow and it's like boom. Like you could just walk away while they're punching. It's like I'm gonna punch you.
So after Bennett gets the advantage,
yes,
the bad sound effects make a return as he's clonking him with that pipe.
Oh yeah, dude, no. Now how about when he's getting his ass kicked and he literally gets recharged, dude?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
When he got hit and he goes up against that weird like
there's a like a
transformer fence thing, and oh my god, when he was screaming, I started cracking up.
I was like, I legitimately thought it was a cool way to go. I was like, oh, that's an interesting way for them to finish him off, and then he just comes back fully recharged.
Oh yeah, I don't think they finished him off. I think he just finished.
Yeah, dude.
For the second time.
Yes,
and was ready for a third.
He did. He's like, oh! And he comes forward, like bang! He just like lands hit after hit.
You need to recreate. They need to make that movie again. You need to be that actor because you're nailing all this perfectly.
I lost my shit. I started cracking up when he was getting electrocuted.
John, I feel good.
Let's get to the final blow of this man-on-man fight.
I have one question before we finish this.
Oh, go for it.
What happened to the guy who instigated all this?
The guy who wanted to become like the ruler dude?
Yeah.
He got wasted.
Oh yeah, that was like nothing.
Arnold just like shot him out a balcony.
Yeah.
I guess I just missed it.
It went really quick. There was nothing to it.
It was kind of anticlimactic, and
I
feel like
was.
there should have been more to it, but it was just kind of like, oh, there he is.
Like I guess I didn't think he died because I felt like he should have at least had like a one-liner or something to die to.
Yeah, I think it would have been funnier if, like, because Bennett was kind of like the hired muscle. I feel like if he was going to be killed off with like no effort, he should have went through Bennett first, and then this guy would have been like, oh shit, I have no one to protect me, and then should have died. Because the way they did it, it really was. It was like,
see, I would have liked to see Bennett kill him.
Yeah, I could have gone that route too.
Yeah, because like Bennett kills him, it's like, oh no, I want my fight with this guy. I'm gonna just take you out of the way.
Right, but no, Bennett goes against Arnold's character Matrix, and in the end, he.
It sounds like you're trying to like say something complex, but it's just his fucking name. It's like his character Matrix.
Yes, This is what I don't get. He rips a pipe.
Yeah.
What is this thing? Like a 6-inch steel pipe off this wall and throws it through Bennett's gut.
Yeah.
And apparently into the boiler thing behind him. Bullshit.
Yeah, and the steam's coming out, and then the line of all lines.
What is it, Russell?
Let off some steam.
Yes! That's so good!
That literally took 3 points off the rating.
We can redo this movie. I'll be Bennett. You can be Arnold. So good.
I got the
I was just going to say.
Super tough.
Oh, man, it's so good.
You have to wear the Speedo the whole time.
I plan on it. I just have to say, I know we made jokes about recording this episode, going commando.
Oh, yeah.
But I actually am not wearing underwear.
Oh,
not on
nice.
purpose. I just couldn't find any. So
I was not filled in on this.
You'll be filled in.
I'll thank you.
I knew it. Oh, man, dude, I'll be honest with you. This movie, I fucking hate the end.
It's really bad.
The funny part is I remember it ending this way. But actually, when you physically take into account, he ripped the pipe, he threw it into the steel boiler through a body, and it's just when you really think about it, it's just dumb as shit.
It's just, he's strong, he's got adrenaline going.
But
you know those stories where there's an 80-year-old lady that lifts a car off her husband or something?
Yes. I don't, man, it's so over-exaggerated. And to go back during this fight, how about when, who was it? Was it Bennett originally that ripped that steel door off that, boiler chamber thing? The heater with all the flames? This thing's gotta be hot as shit. And it's not.
He's not, dude. He's not feeling pain right now. Okay, pure adrenaline and steroids.
Maybe
that's it.
And
muscle milk,
adrenaline roids.
And this thing, this thing is a huge steel door, and they're just throwing this thing around like it's nothing, man.
Yeah. And I think it's also
the props made of foam.
Yeah,
it's also kind of funny that his daughter's watching the fight, and then after the dude gets impaled and dies, she kind of gives it look like, "Oh, Dad."
I know.
So this is my alternate ending I wanted to happen, and I'm really upset it didn't.
Ooh, what?
I wanted the fight to be going on. I wanted Arnold to be losing. And I wanted Bennett to just randomly get shot by the daughter.
That
They literally left their gun behind up there with her. I was like, he's probably taught her to shoot.
Right,
He's taught her to fight. That would be amazing if all of a sudden she just randomly shot him and he looks at her like, you saved me. Oh my God.
He looks at her like, oh, daughter.
Yeah,
yes. But no, that would have been a much better ending.
It would have been a much better death for him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because the death as is super fucking cheesy. That's where I think a lot of cheese is coming from.
Or he kills him, and then she shoots her own dad, and she's like, "That's for the fucking deer, Dad. I want to defeat it."
Twist ending. I like it. I do like that ending.
And she makes her own squad in Commando 2.
Yeah. I would have still been disappointed that I don't understand how Bennett is Matrix equal. I don't know.
He's Australian.
Don't get it.
Australian versus Austrian.
Oh, so it's the Aust part that binds down.
I didn't have a direction I was going, and you ruined it even more than I did.
Sorry, God. All right, whatever. One last thing I don't get before we close out with.
I wonder if it's the same thing I'm
with
thinking.
Kirby Colonel
Cornhole
Kirby.
Corned beef.
I love corned beef.
He walks past all the army guys that were just trying to kill him with his daughter.
Does he?
Up to
The army guys weren't trying to kill him.
That was the other guy, the good guy, because
No, wait, backtrack. No, here's the thing, right? Wait, check it out. And I only know this because they were all like that Cuban or Mexican look with all the mustache and stuff, whatever. Yes.
Racist.
Cornhole Bee was there.
Yeah.
And then he had Cornhole Beef. He had a couple of choppers, and he had a few men on that beach area. But he is walking past the guys, past the soldiers, by the still remaining buildings, and they're all just watching him walk. Why are they no longer trying to kill him?
I took it as the wannabe pilot chick, that's terrible, by the way, called the Kirby guy and was like, "We need help." I thought those were his army guys who came in to mop up the mess.
Maybe.
But they were like, too late because Arnold killed them all. So he just kind of like waltzes out, and the other army guys are like,
Yeah, I also hate.
there's nothing to do.
I also hate Cornholby's hard on for Arnold through this whole movie. He's gonna leave a trail of bodies. Oh, this guy's gonna start World War III. Oh, prepare for more deaths. Like this guy, he is really building him up throughout this whole movie, and I hate it so much.
Yeah, and then at the end, you know, like he gets in the Arnold and his family get in the plane and fly away.
Right before this, I'm mad.
Why?
Why are you mad? Why are you mad,
The
bro?
daughter runs up and hugs pilot girl. Now I can't talk. It's a curse.
Sorry, man.
She hugs the pilot girl like she's known her forever. She runs up and hugs her.
Yeah.
And it's like, you've never fucking met this chick before in your life.
Well, yeah, that's
She has
because
no
what
idea.
you don't know is while they're walking out of the basement, he's like, "Hey, I met this woman. I'm in love with her."
Yeah, because you know when they get like they look at each other and they walk into like the seaplane and you know it's like they're gonna go start a family.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she loves her father so much that anybody he loves, she's just gonna love. So it's just this big understanding that you just have to know.
She didn't love Bennett. He loved Bennett.
He didn't love Bennett.
He loved Bennett.
They did. It was one of those weird
Bromance
kind of
things.
relationships where it's like, I hate you, but I want to fuck you.
Oh yeah, it's that
like-
weird kind of testosterone.
It's like this. Yeah, it's like a sexual tension between them.
Didn't get it. But so, okay, are you guys ready for what everybody has been waiting for?
Cookies.
No.
Oh.
I don't even have any. I don't
Hookers?
think. I do have cookies.
Yeah,
I
is
have cookies.
Ray Dong Chong here?
No, it's time for final thoughts and ratings.
Oh, Jesus. You brought the energy. Look at the peaks.
Oops, sorry. This movie's
I'm
so
ready for you to rip a fucking pipe out and throw it through my chest, man. I'm concerned over
this
here.
movie brought the action out of me, man. I had to bring it a little bit, even though I'm like tired as shit. Okay, I want to leave this show.
I do
Me too.
No, I want to leave the show on a high note, so I'm going to go last.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. I want to go Mike first.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Okay,
Dad.
so
Did you say I'm
legit-
sorry, Dad?
Sorry, Daddy.
I'm sorry,
I
Dad.
have no idea what to rate this movie. Because legitimately, if you just shut your brain off and watch it, it's not that bad of a movie.
Yeah, I know.
But if you pay attention at all, it's like, this is garbage.
It really is.
Like, you can't even argue it. He's so great.
If you put it on and you're like playing cards with someone, it's great.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it the brain shut off rating of like a 5.
Oh,
I think it
all
was stupid enough to where I would watch it again.
All right, cool.
So yeah,
Man, mission accomplished.
Russell not agreeing.
Russell.
It's the typical action movie, random car explosions for no reason,
Uh-huh.
hundreds of bad guys, Arnold just standing there firing from the hip. Every time he shoots a gun, it's just like, just kind of spraying it everywhere.
He's a professional.
Everybody else is dying. He's standing still. They're all aiming at him and shooting him.
Yeah.
He's perfectly fine.
Of course.
It was not a good movie. It was not a good movie. Maybe for the
My heart.
80s, this was some kind of new style action movie, but now it's something you've seen 1,000 times. Every movie is the same, just like this one. Maybe this one set the standard, but for today, I have to give it like a 4.
Oh.
It's bad.
That is way higher than
Yeah.
I expected. I was expecting like a 2 rolling in right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I'm because I mean, like, as far as an action movie goes, if you like that kind of thing, it's
generic as
probably fine.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to give it an average rating of a 5, but the acting and some of the explosions were just so bad. I'm taking it under 4.
Oh man, I'm happy with your 4. I'll be honest with you. I thought I was on the same page as Mike. I was really thinking 2, 2.5, if that. So 4 is kind of a shocker. Well, as you all know, I wanted a just nonsensical fucking shut your brain off, have a fun time.
I'm gonna
action.
predict you're gonna give it a 7.
So okay, no,
He's not going to give it a
no,
7. He was.
No, I'll be legit. I swear to God.
7.1.
No.
6.9.
I have to say
69.
this is not as good as I remember. One of the things I did not talk about is the fucking action sax throughout almost the entire movie.
Action sax.
That action music with the saxophone, the fucking steel drum that plays through like 90% of the movie.
I guess I must have just tuned that out.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess I tuned it out as well.
This movie went against the grain on that one. Most movies, it's like, hey, let's cue the music when something's going on. But I guess in this movie, when there's always something going on, they just ran with that shit. And then toward the end, when things were getting a little heavier, they switched the music to more like this like bassy riff type thing, and it just does not stop. And if it does, it's very briefly. And yeah, so the music annoyed the shit out of me. The backtrack of this is awful, and it just is relentless. The final death is way fucking worse than I remember. It is really bad. I mean, I think that if this end went any other way, if he died when he hit the fence, if he just died from a too extreme of an orgasm thinking about the fight, like, I would have been happier with the ending.
Been so good. It's like this orgasm face and drops.
Yes, like anything.
That's a happy ending.
Yeah, yes. Like any way you could have ended this other than what happened would have been so much better. I'm sorry, but it is a fun movie. It's fun, and no, I swear to you, I wasn't gonna give it a 7, but I am giving it a 6.5. I would watch this movie again. I'm not in a rush to watch it again, but it's a fun movie. It really is your typical 80s action. That's what I wanted, and it delivered. Oh yeah.
But now that you've said that, there's got to be like a B movie. Mark Pirro needs to do this. Action sax.
Action sax.
It's like an action hero that has some weird like gun saxophone as he plays it, like takes out the enemy. I don't know, but it'd be great.
And that brings us to the end of this week's episode. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. And remember, this show is 100% listener supported. You like the show? You want to help keep it going? Consider doing at least one of the following. Like, subscribe, comment, share us with a friend, head on over to iTunes and give us a rating, or even consider becoming part of our Patreon cast and crew. Join us next Wednesday for an all-new episode.
You know, I mean, we have 3 hours of recording, but the battery's not going to last that long.
But I have more batteries. Oh. And they're fully charged, my friend.
I'm fully charged.
Charged?
Fully charged.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Are we actually going?
Yes.
Are we going?
We are going to go.
Let's go.
All right. Here we go.
Too much energy.
Oh, my coffee's over there. I'll get that in a little bit, maybe. It's actually going to make me flummy. Okay.